Bir de şimdi Sovngarde'a gitmek için yol arayacağız. Harbiden devlet dairesi gibi oldu. Oradan oraya, oradan oraya gidiyoruz ya. Bir yerde ölsün işte. Niye zorla? Şimdi nerede bu arkadaş? Yukarıdaydı değil mi? Buraya daha recruit gelmemiş. Esbern, merhaba.
Did you find... He must have returned to Sovngarde
Evet.
to feed on the souls of the dead. If you don't find him soon, he'll return stronger than ever. Yes, we must think. He must have some means of traveling to and from Sovngarde, but no tale tells where that might be. Very true. I wonder, do you know the Jarl's palace in Whiterun? Yes, exactly. Most people don't know that it was originally built to hold a captive dragon. And this was thousands of years ago, before the Akaviri Crusaders cleansed Skyrim of dragons. Skyrim's mountains were still infested with dragons. One of the early Nord kings caught the dragon and kept it in Dragon's Reach. You could trap him there, exactly. Although it might be difficult to persuade the Jarl to allow you to use his palace as a dragon trap. I'm sure you'll manage, though. I'm afraid there's a further problem. A serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is. All well and good. It's true that the Blades have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards and then the Emperors. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering you aid and comfort. Goodbye then.
Pekala. Şimdi Dragon's Reach'e gideceğiz. Partanax'ı şu an öldüremeyiz. Yok çünkü öyle bir güç yok. Sadece Alduin'le ilgili bir çatışmaya gireceğiz. Şimdi burada
Old friend. Patron.
ejderhayı buraya tıkacağız. Ancak bunun için tabii ki Jarl'ın izni gerekiyor. Kendisiyle bir konuşacakmışız. İzin almak üzere, ancak bakalım nasıl karşılayacak. Mantıklı karşılar diye umuyorum çünkü malum. Ejderha, World Eater, dünyanın sonu falan. Vay arkadaş. Tak yatıyor bu saatte. Bir de üstünü çıkarmadan yatmış.
May the gods watch over you. I must have misheard you.
Yo,
I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
Evet.
I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can. What you're asking, you want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city? There must be another way. The risk.
Yo.
All doing.
Bir sorun yok, sakin
The
ol.
World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I didn't say it. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon? I want to help you, Dragonborn. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to... Do you think they will sit idle? No. I can't risk weakening the city. Then I would be glad to help, but getting both sides to a... Maybe. If the Greybeards were willing to
bu liderleri toplayacakmışız. Şu anki görevimiz o.
Maybe you can stop the dragons. My men will be ready when you are, Dragonborn. You have a truce to arrange first, eh? Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Hangi yerle konuşacağız? Arkadaş. Şu hiç mantıklı bir politika değil. Bir kere. Alt tarafı bir ejderha tutacağız. O kadar şey gördük. Belli ki bir bildiği var Dragonborn'un. Ama buna rağmen izin vermiyor. Çok ilginç. Oblivion'daki politik sistem daha mantıklıydı. Daha iyiydi. Burada nedense çok saçma. Çok basit. Benim hiç hoşuma gitmiyor basit. RPG'lerin basitleştirmesi hiç hoşuma gitmiyor. Hiç mantıklı bir şey değil. Seriyi öldürüyor resmen yani o derece. Aksini iddiadan çıkmaz diye sanıyorum. Nerede bu ya? Burada. Burada kapı yok ki. Aşağıda mı? Dışa... Bir dakika, saat kaç? 7 AM. Birazdan toplanır onlar buraya. Burada. Uyuyorlar herhalde. Kalk.
Alduin? We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him? I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle. We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any...
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help. Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the... We will see if they still remember us. Sky,
Tamam.
guard you.
Yani şu iki salakla konuşacağız. O iki salak kim biliyorsunuz. Biri Windhelm'de. Biri Solitude'da. Formüller hakkında bak bir bilgi vermiyordum. Hazır Windhelm'e geldik. North'lar formülleri ele geçirip Windhelm'in inşasında kullanmışlar. Öyle bir durum da var.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Spare a... Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Alta basıyorum çıkmak için.
Divines.
Elder Scrolls Online'dan alışkanlık olmuş.
Aldrich won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be
Only
so
the fool it... Do I know
We've
you?
intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire
It's about time they
Just
turned
get
their
a
gaze
zekalı.
from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course. And the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are. I can't afford to appear weak. I'll do it. The world eater of song and legend.
Evet.
If that's true,
Gerizekalı aldığın da
well,
oluyor.
it changes the situation, doesn't it? Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail. And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
Be more...
Bu Nordlar politika bilmiyor ya. Şimdi.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
You might want to rethink that.
Wanderer like you must have plenty of tales to tell. But I'm afraid...
At that down guard. Nasıl bir ses tonu o ya?
What could it mean?
Tilius.
Are my men?
Good.
Do you have some reason to be here? The Greybeards? What do those... Why, there's nothing to discuss. They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to... My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons. I'll be the judge of that. Besides, Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back well enough at the moment, but we're already overstretched. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of... Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council.
planning an attack on
Tamam.
Good. He'd be insane to try.
Bu da oldu.
He doesn't have the men.
That's not...
Angier'la tekrar konuşacağız. Hop. Kapı duvara açılıyor.
I should not have agreed to host this council. Peace? They are not yet tired, but regrets are... Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these.
Evet, bakalım neler göreceğiz. Hepsi gelmiş. Kalma orada burada. Oturun lan. Ezber'in de burada. Şey nerede? Delfin. Ha.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit...
You insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? Your chief Talos hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that Thalmor bitch.
Evet.
Either she walks or
Thalmor
I.
bitchiyle aynı masaya oturacağını düşündüm ki oturacaksın. Seve seve. Sevese olamasa bile malum.
Maybe so, But bringing her here.
Otursana gerizekalı. Hiç sevmiyorum şu Ulfric'i ya.
Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around. It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this.
Herhalde boyun
But she is
eğeceksin.
to observe, nothing more.
Otur.
We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our side?
You know exactly. No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace.
Tek sebebi Dragon'la başa çıkmak için buradayım diyor. Başka bir konuşma hakkında gelmeyeyim diyor. Skyrim'deki imparatorluğun haksız iddiasını çekeceğini düşünüyorum diyor.
To deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
Ulfric Markarth istiyor.
Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return.
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver.
Evet.
Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honric, plus all the mead we can drink. I'm glad you agree. I was starting to wonder whose side you were on here. You heard the man, Ulfric. We've made you a fair offer. Are you serious about these talks, or are you just here to posture?
I expected better from you, Dragonborn.
Sus.
I came here in good faith. And now it seems you help the Empire at every turn.
Bir kere
As for
ya,
you,
karar
General Tullius, I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to the Empire is just as useless as ever. If you think you can hold Markarth, you're as deluded as your Emperor when he signed away our freedom to the Thalmor. Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galmar. I should have listened to you in the first place.
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at
Her
diplomacy
zaman bir
than you
ahmak
are on the
oldun eğer
battlefield.
Ulfric.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does it have to do with the...
If he's right about Alduin, we both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that. Now, back to the matter at hand. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it mead. These terms are still not acceptable.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Damn right we do.
You surrender Hjalmarch to us, and take
Hjalmarch istiyor Frick.
Sorely the Builder will take over as
İgrotre'nin kronon al diyor yanına.
Where do these demands stop, Ulfric? Do you expect me to surrender all of Skyrim?
It seems I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide. Although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. What say you, Dragonborn? Spoken like a true son of Skyrim. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement.
I
Jarl
hear that.
Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thangvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. Hjalmarch will be turned over to Ulfric, with Sorley the Builder assuming the Jarlship. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Dalmar. We have a long work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn.
Ben vermedim ki Markarth'ı.
Jarl Balgruf, I assume you are familiar with the
I
Dragonborn
anticipated
plan.
the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of Dragonberry. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this. I think it's very likely. Indeed. Odahving. Winged Snow Hunter, as I read it.
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will come you springs.
Size kolay gelsin. Ben gidiyorum.
How to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all?
Şuradan.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that detail.
You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf in my right ear.
Yo, senle
Need
konuşmayacağım.
something?
Evet, şimdi şuraya gideceğiz. Bir su içeyim.